You know, occasionally I like to pretend and think of what it would be like to live the life of a richer person. Someone with a private aircraft. Someone who doesn't have to fly on this litany of CRJs and ERJs and the single 208 Caravan that we see in front of us. Someone who can call up their pilot and say, hey, I want to go to, I don't know, Telluride. And then the pilot shows up, and then him and his friends, they all go. And that's what we're going to be doing today. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to Microsoft Flight Simulator. Welcome back to the channel. Did that backwards. And welcome to the SimWorks Studios PC-12. There it is down there. One of my favorite, I guess we'll call this an intermediate distance. It's probably a shorter distance aircraft, but one of my favorite recent additions to the sim. Not new by any extent of the imagination, but definitely one of the greats. And I was actually surprised. I was looking through my channel. I have not reviewed this. I guess I just bought it and then just started flying it, and then I liked it a lot. So we're going to review this aircraft today. Obviously starting first and foremost with textures, looking both outside and inside of the aircraft as we do such. We're going to get in the aircraft, look around the cockpit as well as the cabin. There's a fully animated cabin inside. So starting out with textures, let's go reshade off so you get a better idea of what's going on with the aircraft and what you can expect in real life. You can obviously see we've got static wicks aplenty, engine covers, all that sort of stuff in place. We'll remove those in a little bit. And you can see they're also animated with the wind, so it's obviously a fairly windy day here at Aspen. You can see the windsocks pretty can't think of a different word to use, so excited to see us. Oh, I think the textures are okay on this aircraft. They're not blow your socks off good, but the amount of detail with the aircraft is enough to kind of offset that. Again, nothing really blow your socks off. Everything is good. Everything's adequate. But in looking around, you know, there was nothing I saw that I was like, whoa, that's crazy. Got your tie down spot in the rear there as well. Got chocks on the ground. Classic shiny flight sim tires. Love that reflection of the main landing gear on the belly. Plane's jittering a little bit from, I guess, sitting on the ground. I'm not running Flight Sim Realistic, so it shouldn't really be doing that. I'm not really sure what's going on with that, but, oh, that's actually some pretty decent detail there. On that underside anti-collision light, don't want to get too close because it's shaken, not stirred. But you can see some detail on the nose wheel there. Sorry, it's shaken. I can't do anything about that. Turn points and all that sort of stuff. Big old radome on the right-hand side. And we'll do a quick look down top of the aircraft. Look at those shielded windows. We've got the little reflective tape. And let's take a look at this Hartzell. I believe it's a Hartzell propeller. It is. Good old PT-6 turbine engines running Hartzell propellers. I guess turboprop engines, technically speaking. Full pneumatic de-icing system on this aircraft. I don't think we're going to run into any icing today, but it is fully capable of operating with an ice. So that's a quick look around the outside. Let's hop inside. In fact, let's do that single shot. I just got to turn my drone speed way down. There we go. All right, hopping inside. Any minute now. So you can see we have the GTN 750XI option. Okay, no, we're actually not going to do that because the airplane is continuously jumping around and I don't like that. So let's hop in the cockpit this way. So you can see we've got tons of different clickable areas. I can move my little shade out of the way here. I can click these and get rid of them. Get this up and out of the way. In fact, let's get ground power running on the aircraft. There's one other thing I need to be running as well. I can do that in the background. You guys can't see what I'm doing, which is what I want. Okay. So let's go external power, battery 1, running at minus 30 amps, and battery 2, yeah, so they're load sharing. Interesting. Okay, well, let's do nav, wing lights, and I think with the ground power on, I think that removes our, no it doesn't, I have to stow this guy, our little lights controls, and now that's stowed away, our little tablet up. Anyway, what I was saying before, we have the GTN 750 option on board this aircraft. You have 3 different options. There's the standard with the GNS 450. You can have the version that we're in today with the GTN 750, and then if you have the 750XI, the paid version, you can run that as well. But outside of these panels here, everything is consistent and nice. We'll take a look a little bit more at those momentarily, but hey, we've got a cabin back here to take a look at, a fully animated cabin. I've got a drinks thing there, magazines or cups, yeah, booze in there, we love booze. Okay, go away now, booze, please, thank you. I think over here we've got some, nope, there's more, just more snacks, wet wipes, gonna need those. Magazines, magazines, there we go, finally. Magazines, we've got a lav in here, and we can open up. And that'll give us protection from both the cabin as well as the pilot side. It also doubles as a vanity wall, so I can close this here and shut off the passengers, and likewise the passengers can close this out and shut us off for the most part. But there's a little lav down there. I think does it work? Lav light, push to flush. Yes, we've got animated sounds on our toilet. That's how you know it's a good aircraft. Let's go ahead and close the lav temporarily. Keep on moving. You can see I've got the tables out and stowed here for these passengers. Their seats can also swivel, like so. Armrests can go up and down, like so. So it's a very nicely animated aircraft. You've got just some basic head bombing animations amongst the folks here. I can pull down his window shade a little bit, or I can pull it down all the way. Or leave it somewhere in between, so we'll pull it down just a little bit for him there. I've got onboard lighting as well. Where are you? Oh, I have to turn it on in the... reading lights. Reading lights? Oh, okay. Well, those might be on a different control. They might be under the floodlights. See more lighting. Nope, no idea. Okay, well, these do turn on. I've done it before on accident. These guys, or this guy does not have a table. He's got a little button here. Don't know what that does. Look. Alright, well, that's the option to open up our rear door here. There's also baggage lighting in the rear, so should we so need it. This baggage is somewhat animated, so you can change your weight and balance. If you go all the way down to baggage, you can set it to 0, and this should empty out, like so. But I do want a little bit of weight on today, so we're gonna reload it up. Good fuel weight today as well. Additional head set rest there, or headset rest. Additional headset. Let me just double check on the outside that I didn't unlock that door. They're still green. We'll seal up the aircraft and get ready to go here. For those of you who don't know, on it's not PC-12 exclusive, but it does apply to this aircraft. These little dots here, you see red, red, and then there's another one red. If I go outside, you will, well, in this case, you've actually just got the little handle. But on the rear baggage door, I've got green, 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 green. Those are all indicators of the locking position. So if I rotate this up, these all switch to green. And you can see that my handle is no longer in the unlocked position. So that's pretty neat. Throw down our first officer's armrests. And we're nestled in here, so let's get ready for a startup. First, we'll take a quick look around the cockpit. Take a listen to the controls. Very nicely modeled. Let's do an engine start. All right, starting up the SimWorks Studios PC-12. First thing I'm going to do, let's test our fuel enunciator there. And that's looking good. Let's run a lamp test to make sure all of our lamps and lights are working as intended. That's looking good, so let's shut that off. Then we'll do a fuel quantity reset so we actually start tracking the amount of fuel that we've used. And I'm also going to turn off the cabin lights temporarily just so we have maximum amperage. External power is still on, though we're still drawing 16 amps from each battery, so that's not super ideal. Let's turn on the inertial separator, let's turn on the beacon, and the wing lights can come off. Fuel pumps are set to automatic, ignition's also set to automatic. We've got our throttle in the idle detent and our ignition switch to idle cutoff. Your prop. Through 17%. Let's go low idle. And engine's rising up almost to 60%. There it is. All right, let's go generator 1 on, generator 2 on. And we can disconnect the ground power. Charging up the batteries now. Avionics bus 1 and 2 can come on, and the inverter is set to generator 1, so we're good there. Let's go ahead and close up our little hamburger window there. Passenger warnings can go on, and then I want to turn on the cooling system, shooting for about plus 21 Celsius, I think, today. EPS can go to armed. We're going to use the pulse system. Environmental control can come on as well. We're going to leave the AHRs alone. And then we'll get some lighting in here as well. Thank you. Let's go nav on our standby. We're going to go map here. And then default nav. Testing out the trim, and we'll test our EGTB.
EGPWS system OK.
Yeah, that. Cool. All right, I'm gonna go ahead, call up the tower, do all that stuff, and I will check back in with you guys when we are ready for taxi. All right, so there's our taxi clearance. I've already got our IFR. I've got our little Skyforce Sim tablet up here as well. This is a free portion of it. You do have to download a little small separate piece of software, but it's actually relatively useful. You can see we've got different runways here. I can click on an airport and pull up its taxiways, parking spots. I can show info and look at the real world weather. If this wasn't a Unicom, it would also have the con frequency, so it's pretty dang good, in my opinion. A nice little asset to have. Again, completely free, so I definitely like it. Tons of filters and stuff, so anyway, we've got our taxi clearance, so let's get that underway. Let's go taxi light on. Let's turn on the probes. We've got no smoking, fasten seatbelts on. Park brake can come off, and we're going to set flaps 15. I think the chocks might still be in. They're not. What's going on here, little Politas? Did I set the parking brake? I did. Silly me. Now, I'm not sure if this is true to life to the aircraft or not, but one complaint I do have, and this is, again, potentially me being ignorant to the aircraft, is the fact that the turning circle's not great. Oh, hello, fuel truck. Yeah, I gotta get through here. You can do differential braking to aid the aircraft. We're just gonna plow through these guys. So you can see as I step on the differential brake, the aircraft does want to turn more, but if I go full rudder deflection, that's all I get. So I have to step on my left brake to kind of get the aircraft to turn a little more. Which is a interesting thing. Again, I don't know if it's true to life on this aircraft or not, but I'm definitely not a fan of it. Absolutely love these old CRT style displays with the big globe dome. I liked that on the old Airsoft CRJ as well. Smack this Rosenbauer. Hello, Mr. Rosenbauer. Hello, other Mr. Rosenbauer. These ARF trucks, they just get in the way, man. All right, I'm gonna just taxi on down here and oh, off the center line, a whole bunch. I'll catch up with you guys when we're holding short on runway 33. We're gonna do a stall pusher test. Maybe I've had mixed luck with that, and then we're gonna get the heck out of here. So after a quick check, I am having issues with the pusher. Again, it could be operator error here, but you turn it on, it goes into ice mode, and then it just stays there. So I can't do anything with that. Obviously, I can't take off. My elevator is fully deflected downward. So we're gonna run with that in op. It's not a required piece of equipment. I've got the inertial separator and probes on. So let's call up the tower.
Aspen Tower Pilatus 629er, Mike Charlie ready for IFR departure runway tree.
Wrong one.
Pilatus 629er, Mike Charlie altimeter tree 0.18, wind tree 41 at 12. Cleared for takeoff runway tree.
Takeoff for 33.
Cleared for takeoff runway tree Pilatus 629er, Mike Charlie.
Right. Engine in the flight condition now. And we'll come out onto the active here, and I'll give you guys a quick look at the aircraft all lit up. So this thing does have a lot of forward-facing lights. So we've got the recognitions on the outboard surfaces. If you pan in a little bit, they do pulse landing lights on the main landing gear, and then I've got the taxi light in the center. So a lot of good external lighting. Obviously the strobes on the side. Let's go take off. Launching our NG and our ITT. Alright, takeoff power set. High density altitude today, so we're going to be slow to accelerate. There's 100 knots. I'm going to gently start pulling back on the yoke. Tap the brakes. Here come the gear. Here come the flaps. A nice steady departure. We'll hand fly it for a little bit. Let's get it trimmed out here. We're pretty nose heavy at the moment. Coming in through 150, landing lights can come off, taxi lights can come off. Pretty big buffets of wind here. Let's go autopilot on.
The latest 629er Mike Charlie contact Denver Center on 134.5. Good day.
Going to 134.5.
134.5. Latest 629er Mike Charlie. Goodbye.
Denver Center United 2089er Heavy is at flight level 345 climbing flight level 350. United 2089er Heavy Denver Center radar contact continue to Abassin.
Oh,
Denver Center latest 629er Mike Charlie is at 9,300 feet climbing.
well, that's not what I want.
80.
The latest 629er Mike Charlie Denver Center altimeter 30.18 radar contact continue. United 1061 contact Denver Center on 125.35. Good day. Denver Center Southwest 259er 4 is at flight level 315 climbing flight level 340. Southwest
Okay, that should
259er
work.
4 Denver Center radar contact continue. 125.35 United 1061. Goodbye.
Let's go half bank. 3018 on the altimeter. Looks like I might have lost my IFR. That's okay. Let's take a look inside.
Denver Center Delta 526 is passing flight level 335 climbing flight
Still got the recognition lights going.
Delta 526 Denver Center radar contact continue to
You can
Cape.
see our passengers inside there. Very nice, very smooth flying aircraft. I absolutely love taking this aircraft to the absolute limits, both in range and altitude. We're not going to see the service ceiling of, I believe, 26,000 feet today, but this thing can hang out with the airliners.
United 2089er Heavy contact Denver Center on 119.85.
All right, I'm gonna get our flight plan set up. I got to do some work with the GPS here, and I'll check back with you guys once we're established in cruise. All right, and here we are at 18,000 feet. I believe it's at or above flight level 180. You go to standard, so we'll standardize out now. The little barber poles here, you might have noticed when we took off, they were further up the
Climbing flight level 250.
arc.
Cabin pressure.
SkyWest 5224
Okay,
Denver
well,
Center radar
pressurize
contact
faster.
continue to Baba.
We'll work on that. Differential pressure is getting pretty high. Increase it just a little bit.
Latest 629er Mike Charlie descend and maintain 11,000 feet.
Jeez, dude.
Descend and maintain 11,000 feet. Latest 629er Mike Charlie.
Anyway, as you increase in your altitude, just like in a 737 or something, this barber pole
Center Southwest
will move down
passing flight level 230.
to indicate your V&E at altitude. Went and grabbed myself a water. Skyforce Sim's doing its thing. Got my little light here I can play around with, so it's a nice aircraft. Oh boy, it does not like me playing with the light. Okay, away goes the light. We do have clickable circuit breakers. As far as I can tell, it looks like all of them are clickable, so that's pretty cool.
American 2169er flight level 290. American 2169er Denver Center.
Looks like the pusher has a collar on it, so that would explain why it.
629er Mike Charlie, please expedite your descent 11,000 feet.
I thought I did. Let's pull power. 11,000 arm. AS.
United 1417 heavy contact Denver Center on 125.67.
I'm coming down now.
Good day.
Another thing you really have to watch as you increase in altitude is your ITT will start to climb, your energy will start to go down, so you have to just balance those with the rattle.
Southwest 280
Nothing crazy.
traffic is 11 o'clock 4 miles at flight level 230 Bombardier. Report them in sight.
299er on the altimeter. Good. Throw on the fasten seatbelt sign. Don't need the inertia separator just yet. I do have these multi-way visors. These are probably some of the best visors in a third-party aircraft, period, actually. I was going to say in a third-party aircraft, period. You can extend them out this way. If you've got sun over here on your left, let's say, you can flip them like that. 27, roger that.
Maintain present heading and altitude. Expect vectors. Visual runway 27 approach. Latest 629er, Mike Charlie.
Southwest 2406, have the traffic. Southwest 4335 traffic is 11 o'clock, 2
I
miles.
can't do anything. Alright.
Report them in sight.
Cool. Let me look at my flight plan again. Oh, well, VFR flight, it's clean enough weather today to where I'm not super worried about it. Coming in through 15,000 now. Altimeter's coming back, 3004. In the Politas, let's take another look outside. Reflections on that prop spinner look fantastic.
Southwest 2882 traffic alert. 11 o'clock, less than 1 mile, flight level 230 Bombardier.
Obviously the heat blur is looking good as well.
Denver Center Southwest 4886 is at flight level 370, climbing flight level 390.
Big shelves. Very cool. Alright, I'm gonna keep flying this approach here. Once we get a little bit closer, I think once we start running up to our final, we'll check back in. We're about 10.9 miles out from our intercept point of Liza. And things are going smoothly in the SimWorks Studios PC-12. Alright, we're getting back to... How rude.
Descend and maintain 11,000 feet. Expect vectors. Visual runway 27 approach. Latest 629er, Mike Charlie.
So there's Telluride, or Telluride. Jesus, I'm gonna keep screwing that up.
Sync rate. Sync rate.
Coming down to 11,000 feet, so we're gonna be landing on 27, so I'm gonna slew our heading to the east, 090. Let's get that vector.
Denver Center, latest 629er, Mike Charlie requesting vector to next waypoint.
The latest 629er, Mike Charlie, turn left heading 050.
Turn left heading 050, latest 629er, Mike Charlie.
The latest 629er, Mike Charlie, climb and maintain 14,000 feet.
I don't think I will.
Climb and maintain 14,000 feet, latest 629er, Mike Charlie.
I think we might actually just cancel our IFR. I don't need it.
Denver Center, the latest 629er, Mike Charlie. Cancel IFR at this time.
The latest 629er, Mike Charlie, IFR flight plan is canceled. Radar service terminated. Squawk 1200. Maintain VFR. Frequency change approved. Good day. Denver Center Frontier Flight 4372 is at flight level 385, climbing flight level 390. Frontier Flight 4372 Denver Center.
There's the
radar
chop.
contact. Continue to SNOE.
Terrain. Terrain. Sync rate. Sync rate.
Kilo Tango Echo X-ray, traffic, the latest 629er, Mike Charlie, 4 miles southeast, 11,100 feet, inbound to land runway 27.
And we're gonna just shoot a straight final here. Keep cruising down in airspeed.
Sync rate. Sink rate. Sink rate. Sink rate.
Here come the gear.
Sink rate. Sink rate. Sink rate. Sink rate. Sink rate.
Pretty high. Throttle's at idle.
Sink rate.
We're on that first notch of flaps. I think we're good for 15 degrees. Hopefully that'll help us slow down a little bit here so we can extend the rest of our flaps.
Sink rate. Sink rate. Sink rate. Sink rate. Sink rate. Sink rate.
Alright, it's big flaps. Let's call the final.
Kilo Tango Echo X-ray traffic latest 629er Mike Charlie is on final runway 27 to land.
So we're definitely not hitting that touchdown zone. We're super high and a lot faster than I want to be, but this is definitely salvageable. We're in a nice, severe, clear situation for weather, so we'll just float the aircraft down.
Sink rate.
Plenty of runway for this little PC-12 to get in. Oh,
Sink rate. Sink rate.
a
Sink
little
rate.
wind shear there. So we'll shoot long. Just let it float on in. Plenty of brakes, plenty of reverse thrust. That's not what I want. Squirrely. Squirrely little landing there, but got her slowed down. And here's the power back. In the Simworks Studios PC-12. Alright. Let's go stand by on the transponder. And still pretty heavy winds there. Do you know why my aircraft doesn't want to fully deflect its nose gear? Please let me know. Is that normal for the PC-12 to do? Do you have to use differential braking? Hopefully not. Alright, let's high-speed taxi back. I'll spare you guys because we're going all the way down there. I'll spare you guys that, and I'll catch back up with you guys once we're crossing the hold short. Alright, and here we are coming back. There's one more thing that I was hoping would occur organically, but I think is important enough to show on this aircraft. So we're going to get parked up here, get our park brake set, and then I will show that last little thing to you guys as we pull into the ramp here.
629er Mike Charlie is clear of the runway.
Little Delta ERJ. We're going to come park right next to him. Perfect little pull-up for our friends there. Okay, so this is the section I wanted to show you. So this PC-12 has a very, very, very nice prop vane effect, I guess we can call it for lack of a better term. So I'm gonna go flight idle. We're gonna get rid of this. I'm gonna add power. This is not the right weather for it. I need tons of humidity, please. All of the humidity. If it's too high of altitude, she's not doing it. Well, I will still show that to you guys. Let's go ahead and finish this shutdown here. We'll go back to ground idle. And what do I need here? Let's go floodlights since we've got weather now. The probes can come off. I should have had that on. I should have had that on as well. Beacon nav can stay on momentarily. I think we can shut down the avionics bus.
Warning, avionic bus.
Very good. Let's open this guy up here. And pretend external power has now been connected. Engines.
Warning, essential bus.
What a nice shutdown. So that is the SimWorks Studios PC-12. Give you one more look around cabin here. I don't know what's going on with this lighting here. Reading, flood. I don't know. Seems to not be working. But I know what switch does. Don't. Okay. Thank God. It's the baggage one. Anyway. A very nice aircraft, nonetheless. Can't get this door to open to save my life. Don't know where to click. Don't know what to do. Nonetheless, that is the similar. Oh man, that's a nice looking outro shot, eh? The SimWorks Studios PC-12. What on earth? What? Okay. Okay. What are we doing here? I don't know what the hell's going on. That was the SimWorks Studios latest PC-12 or Pilatus PC-12, whatever you want to call it. One of my favorite aircraft in the sim for sure. I absolutely adore it. I think you should too. Can't move my head left or right. Not sure what's going on with there. Or with that, Flight Sim 2024 on the horizon soon. Thank you very much for watching this video. I will see you in the next one. And as always, take it easy. I didn't forget. So about that fantastic prop wash feature, let's see if we can see it as we fly through these clouds. I'm flying past them. God help me. There it is. Look at that. Look at that. Huh? That's pretty cool. There's a little more for you. There's a little bit more for you. You can see it inside as well. Diving back into the cloud. How neat is that? Absolutely love it. Anyway. SimWorks Studios PC-12. Check it out for sure. Or wait until 2024 comes out. I don't care. It's your money. Do what you want. Do what you want. Anyway, that's it. See you later. Take it easy.